Hello everyone, myself Dr. Feroza Demirajkar. Today we will see a 8051 assembly language program to perform the addition of two 32-bit numbers stored in the memory locations. Before that, we will see how to add two 32-bit numbers. Here I have taken the first 32-bit number as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is stored at memory locations 30H to 33H. So here the most significant byte, that is 12, it is stored in 33rd location. Then the next byte 34, it is stored in 32nd location. 56, that is the next byte, it is stored in 31st location, and the least significant byte, it is stored at 30th H location. So here there are total 4 bytes in 32-bit number. As you have seen in 16-bit addition, there were 2 bytes in each 16-bit number. Here there will be 4 bytes in 32-bit number. The second 32-bit number is 87, 65, 43, 21H, which is stored at 34H location to 37H location. So here the most significant byte, it is stored at 37th location. Next byte is stored at 36th location, that is 65. Next is 43, it is stored at 35th location, and the least significant byte, that is 21, it is stored at 34th location. So this is the memory layout of both the numbers. Starting from 30H location, that is, these are the addresses. 30H location to 37H location, the values are stored here. So from 33 to 30H location, the first 32-bit number is stored, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And from 37th location, the second 32-bit number is stored, that is 87, 65, 43, 21. Now we will see the addition of these two 32-bit numbers. So here the addition is performed byte by byte with carry propagation, and the addition starts from the least significant byte to the most significant byte. So here the least significant byte of both the numbers, first and second number, are 78 and 21. The least significant bytes of both the numbers are stored at 30H location and 34th location respectively. So when you add these two, the result is 99 and no carry is being generated. So the result, that is the addition of these two bytes, it is stored at 38th location. Now we'll go to the next byte. The next byte is 56, and the second number byte, the next byte of second 32-bit number is 43. Okay, so it is 43 here. 56 plus 43 is again 99 with no carry, and this result of addition of these two bytes, it is stored at 39th location, that is 99H. Then comes the next byte. The next byte of the first 32-bit number is 34, and the next byte of the second 32-bit number is 65. So when you add these two, you will get again 99 with no carry generated, and the result is stored in the next memory location, that is 3AH. So 99 is stored at 3AH. Now we'll go to the most significant byte of both the numbers, that is 12H and 87H. So when you add these two, you will get 99H, again with no carry generated, and this is stored at the next memory location, that is 3BH. The result is 99. Now we have to combine and write the result. So the most significant bit byte of the result is 99. Then comes again 99, 99, and the least significant byte is also 99. So this is your result. Now we will see one more example to add two 32-bit numbers. The first number is 89 A, B, C, D, E, F, and the second number is 76, 54, 32, 10, H. So here These are the 4 bytes of the first number. These are the 4 bytes of the second number. This is the most significant byte of the first number, and this is the most significant byte of the second number. This is the least significant byte of the first number, and this is the least significant byte of the second number. So the least significant byte of the first number is EF, which can be expressed in binary as this. Similarly, CH, CD, the next byte is CD, its equivalent binary, AB, then its binary, 89 and its binary. Now we will represent this in binary form. This whole number we will represent this in the binary form. So this is EF, this is CD, this is AB, and this is 89. Similarly, we will do it for the second number. So the LSB here is 10. So 10, it is expressed like this in binary form. Next byte is 32. This is its binary. Then comes 54, its binary, 76, its binary. This is the overall binary representation of the second number. Now we will add both the numbers. When you add both the numbers byte by byte, you get FF at the MSB. The next byte is also FF. Its next byte is FF, that is when you add CD and 32. Then EF plus 10 also you will get as FF. This is how you perform the addition. That is 0 plus F is F. Sorry, 0 plus F is F. Then 1 plus E is also F. Next, 2 plus D is F. 3 plus C is F. Next is 4 plus B is F. A plus 5 is F. Then 9 plus 6 is F and 8 plus 7 is F. So the result is F here. We will see one more, here this is the overall representation of how you will get the result of the previous addition of the two 32-bit numbers. So this is the tabular form I have shown you. So here this is FF, 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 FF with no carry generated in all. Okay. Sorry. Now we will take one more number. That is, we'll take two more numbers and we'll add that. The first number is FF 56 34 12 and the second number is FE BC A9 78. So here the MSB of this first number is FF, then comes 56, then 34 and 12. Okay, and the binary form of this number is, that is the binary representation of this hexadecimal number is this one. Okay, so I have written here the corresponding numbers for the binary numbers. Similarly, second number, most significant byte is FE and least significant byte is 78. After FE, next byte is BC. After BC, you have A. It is, I have written here 9A, it should be A9. Sorry, it is A9, not 9A, it is A9. After that, you represent all this in the binary form. Okay, so these are the corresponding binary equivalent binary for these numbers. Then next is you have to add these two numbers. When you add these two numbers, you will get FE 12 CE 8A and you will have a carry. Here there will be a carry generated. Okay, so A is nothing but 1010. Then you have A 8. Okay, here I have written 4 zeros. Actually it should be only 3 zeros. It should be 1 triple 0. Okay, then you have E, you have C 2 1 E F, and this is the carry generated. Now we will see the program. So here first the initialization has to be done. So this org0000H, it will start the program at an address which is specified here. Okay, that is 0000H. Next instruction is move R1, 30H. Here this will load the base address of first 32-bit number into the register R1. Next instruction is move R0, hash 38H. So here this will load the base address of the result into the register R0. Then comes move R2 comma 04H, that is it will set the counter R2 to 4. Okay, because it has to process 4 bytes of 32-bit numbers. If you remember, in 16-bit addition we have used move R2 comma hash 02H, because there in 16-bit number you were having only 2 bytes. After that comes the loop execution. So here up is the label which is given to this loop here. Now instruction is move a comma at R1. So here this will load the current byte of the first number from the memory into the accumulator A. Next here we have to increase R1 by 4 times. Okay, that is you have to skip the next 3 bytes to move to the corresponding byte of the second 32-bit number in the memory. Okay, because the second number is stored sequentially after the first number. In 16-bit addition we have used only 2 increment instructions, but here we are using 4 increment instructions. Okay, so once these instructions are executed, then it will go to the address of R1. Next is move B comma at R1. Now you have to load the corresponding byte of the second number into the register B. After that you have to add A and B, and the result has to be stored in A, that is the accumulator. Here you will be adding the first number byte of that is the first 32-bit numbers byte, and in B there will be second 32-bit numbers byte. After that you have JNC down. Suppose if there is no carry generated, okay, jump if no carry. If no carry is generated, you have to jump to this label here to DN. Otherwise what you have to do? You have to execute these 3 instructions, that is increment R0, increment at R0, decrement R0. So here increment the result memory location to the next byte. Okay, after that increment the carry byte stored at R0 to propagate the carry. Then next is decrement R0 to return to the current byte. Okay, here we are incrementing the current byte. Okay, then we are incrementing the carry here at R0. Then again we are decrementing R0. After that you have add A comma at R0. This will add the current byte of the result memory to the accumulator A, okay, to handle the carry. Next instruction is JNCDN1. If no carry is generated, you have to jump to this location. Otherwise, you have to execute these 3 instructions, that is increment R0, increment at R0, decrement R0. That is here you have to increment the result memory location, then increment the carry byte at R0 to propagate the carry, and decrement R0 to return to the correct byte. Then comes DN1, move at R0 comma A. Here you have to store the result of the addition in the result memory location. Okay, so here you have to store the result of the addition in the result memory location. Then now again here we have to adjust the pointers. For that we have used 3 decrement operations here, instructions here: decrement R1, decrement R1 and decrement R1. This is executed in order to return R1 to the previous byte of the first number. Now the previous byte of the first number was at 30H. So we are after incrementing these 4 times, we have come to what? 34H location. Now again we have to go back to 31st location. For that we have to execute these 3 instructions. Decrement instruction 3 times. Okay, in 16-bit addition we have used decrement instruction only 1 time. Then now here next instruction is increment R0. Here this is to move the next result byte. Then DJNZ R2 comma up. This is the loop counter. Okay, decrement the loop counter R2 we have set it to 4 because it has to perform, it has to go for 4 bytes. Now we have completed 1 byte, so R2 is now 3. Still it has to it has to go through 3 iterations. So here this R2 is 3, it has not become 0 yet, therefore it will jump to again which location here, this up location here, to this level it will jump, DJNZ R2 comma up. So it will go to this location. After that we have to stop the program. So last instruction is what? It is halting the program. So we'll go through the infinite loop as jump h and we will end the program. This is how you have to perform the addition of two 32-bit numbers. Now we will see the execution of this. We'll open the Keil software. Go to project, new MuVision project. I'll use the previously used project. Save. Yes. Search for microchip. Plus sign. Then search for 8089 C51. So your 8089 C51 is here. Click on OK. Click on no. Now open the new file. New file. So here I will copy the program. And I'll paste it here. Now you have to save this. So this program is 32-bit addition. I'll write it as 32 add dot ASM. You should never forget to save the program with the extension ASM. Save. Now go to the target, click on this plus symbol, right click on source group 1, add existing files to group source group 1. Then our program name was 32 add.asm. Click on that, add and say, close. Now we have to see whether this program has been added to source group 1 or no. So here it has been added. Now we will go to project, build target. So there are no errors and 0 warnings. We'll run the program, go to debug, start or stop debug. Okay. So now here it is 30H location, therefore I colon 30H. Now we have to save our numbers. I'll take these numbers, that is first number I'll take it as FF 56, 34 and 12. So this number I'll take, wait, I'll show you. I'll take these two numbers as the input. So I should get this as the output. Okay. First number is FF 56, 34, 12. So 12 I have to enter in the 30th location. That is, I have to go on adding these numbers in the reverse way. That is from the right to the left. This number also from right to the left. So here I am having 12. Then 34, 56, FF. This is the first number. So first number is what? FF 56, 34, 12. This is the most significant bit. This is the, most significant byte, and 12 is the least significant byte. Then we have to go for the second number. Second number, least significant byte is 0, 1. Then next byte is sorry, least significant byte is FE. I think FE. Wait, I will see. Sorry, most significant byte is FE, and least significant byte is 78. So here you have to add least significant byte, that is 78. Then comes 9A. Then comes BC. After that FE. Okay. So the second number is what? It is FE, BC, 9A, 78. Okay. Here FE, BC, it is 9A. It is not 78. It is 9A. Okay. And 78. Now we'll run this. Okay, you are getting the result as 8A, CE, 12, FE. So here you can see, here it is FE, 12, CE, 8A with carry generated. So here it is FE, 12, CE, 8A, and here the carry is displayed, that is 01 is the carry. Okay, and in this, just a minute, here it is 9A. Okay, this number is 9A. It is not A9, it is 9A. And here also it should be 9 and A. So this is, now it's correct. Okay, sorry for the mistake. So this is our output. We will see one more we'll take another input, debug. Okay, okay. Now we will see one more. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is there. So here we will take 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fine. Then next number is 87, 65, 43. Okay, MSB is 1, 2, 3, 4. 87, 65. Then you have 43, 21. 43, 21. Now we'll run the program. So you are getting it as what? 99999999 with 0 carry. Okay, here carry is not generated. So this is how you execute the 32-bit number, addition of two 32-bit numbers program. Hope you have understood. Thank you.